How's it going out there, good people? Welcome back to the House of Business Podcast 2.0. It's your host, Caleb Thompson, and we are back with another one. You'd be surprised where I'm recording this podcast at, but nevertheless, we're going to continue to move forward. The title to this podcast is called Turning Ideas into Reality. How to launch your first business with the companies that we have that's spanning across different business industries and sectors, from, let's say, retail, clothing retail, to medical supplies, to even a toy store and a beauty supply store. We've dealt with creating these businesses either online or offline in such a way that they're easily scalable. They generate revenue on a constant basis. Let's say, just making money while you sleep. Starts off, you may have to, with some of these online stores and e-commerce stores, when you first start off, you may have to drop ship, or may have to get bulk inventory, or maybe just a Amazon pallet, a pallet from Amazon, $1,000. It may have like just various different items, from consumer electronics to toys to house products, and you can start your drop shipping or start your e-commerce store from buying those pallets of returned items. The items work well. Some of them are out of the box. You can find fun ways to package those items, but that's an easy way to start. But whatever industry you're trying to go into, we're going to give you the basics or the foundation of just a couple steps. I have 3 talk points to kind of give you a head start on starting that first business. So let's start. Number 1 is from idea to concept. Validation of your business idea. And I'm going to kind of contradict myself here when I say validation of your business idea, but there needs to be a validation. A validation only needs to come between you and your passion, you agreeing with yourself that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this no matter what. A lot of people say there's no room in the marketplace for certain ideas. But the truth is, there is room in the marketplace for anything. As long as you have the right target market, and as long as it's marketed right, you can sell pencils. You can sell pencils, and you say, well, I just want to make custom pencils. A lot of people have custom engraved pens. You can say, I just want to make custom pencils that you can, put whatever you want on these pencils, and there is a market for that. But you want to just use your target market to create supplies directly to schools. So you can have universities that have their school names etched into these pencils, or you can get contracts with military, just military branded pencils, and even go to whatever industry you want to. That you can find those items. I have a guy, shout out to Sudik USA. They actually work with different restaurant companies. They print napkins, put prints on engravings and prints on napkins, matches for smokers, anything you can probably think of dealing with the restaurant industry, and even matches, and even cup place holders. They customize those for different hotels, restaurants, bars, grills, things of that sort. Somebody would say there's no place in the marketplace for that. No one wants that. You can just easily find some of those, but he makes those things special and tailored to those specific businesses. So we have a business to business, which actually I believe generates a lot of revenue, and is very needed, especially to spruce up your place no matter what business you run. It's kind of like a custom shirt to a business, but for the customer. Everything the customer touches has your brand on it, from the bags to the cups to the plates, the napkins, and that's good. Okay, so number 1 was from idea to concept, to validate your business idea. Now, there can be a test run, and what I mean by test run or validating your business idea, whatever you want to do. I just kind of threw you a couple suggestions out there, but a lot of times your business idea has to do with your passion. What are you passionate about? Are you passionate about animals? Maybe your business idea shouldn't to be an owner. Maybe you don't you want to be a dog walker, or maybe you want to be a dog sitter, and then maybe you would like to be a veterinarian. You can start off by going to school and working for a vet clinic, and then taking the next step and opening up your own clinic. So you always want to have a step to where you want to get to. But as far as validation, you do not need validation from another human being. That's what I want to say. So when you have an idea, from idea to concept, you don't want to waste your time trying to get people on the outside to validate your business idea. What you want to do is you want to do enough research, and that's number two. We're going to go on number two, but you want to do enough research about people who've done it before, and maybe that may give you a little bit more hope and motivation. But if you're doing something no one's ever done before, you have to be the first one to do it. You have to be the research for others. You have to be the trendsetter. So you have to validate that idea, that business idea within yourself. It always starts with yourself. Don't go and ask your mom. Don't go and ask your dad or your best friend, what do you think about this? 9 times out of 10, they'll say it's cool. They'll shut it down. But once they start to see you make steps towards it, they would probably turn on you or become jealous or envious and try to sabotage your progress. So you do not want to try to validate your business idea with just anyone. You need to validate that business idea with yourself first. Okay, after the validation with yourself, you're basically saying that I'm going to make a commitment to chase after this dream and to move forward with this business despite what anyone says. And I'm only going to speak to individuals that could help take me to the next level, or I'm only going to research individuals that's already where I'm trying to go. That's good. But number 2 is to build the foundation of that business. Now, we actually just started talking about that when we were talking about researching the industry. Researching the industry, what business sector that you're in, research that industry. If you want to be competitive, but you want to have your own modern twist to whatever you're doing. So it's okay to be competitive, but you want to take these concepts, or like me, when I started off making a lot of business, I did some research on that business. And after doing research on that business, I may have taken not plagiarism. I have taken a business structure or a operating system that someone uses, and I have put a twist to it. Or if it's just a hiring packet. I like the way that they structured their hiring package. Or their hiring package. So I would take that concept, but I would put my own twist to it and modify, customize it to the liking, so it would be tailored to our specific business, our specific needs, our specific core values, and our specific, business description or our mission. So I would tailor, modify it, or customize it to our specific business. But when you build your foundation, you need to have the legalities together. That means it has to be legal. Now, you can start a business. I believe it's HB 1028, and that's, I believe, a law code, Oklahoma, like the common food law, to sell food out of the house. You can make up to $70,000 without having to report your business as a LLC, but you can make up to $70K a year without being taxed. But there is a certain standard. The food cannot be hot. It has to be canned. It has to be packaged properly, probably like baked goods, something of that sort. And also arts and crafts and other things. But we're specifically talking about the food law when it comes to HB 1028. And that's a law that's stationed in Oklahoma. Well, they do have this common food law throughout every state, I believe. So the legalities of the business, that's building the foundation. Make sure everything's legit. Or your financial structure, make sure that your business operation systems, your company hierarchy. How do you want to structure your business from the top to the bottom? Do you want to have a CEO? And instead of having an HR manager, do you want to have a CEO and then just start with a virtual assistant that can do those HR tasks and responsibilities, but get paid at a lower rate? So however you want to structure your business, you can. I actually structure a business 10 years ahead of time, even though I'm starting. It may not be generating enough revenue to be to the point that my vision is for this business, but I still write it out. I still map out the vision of where I want the business to be in 5 years, 10 years, and we're not looking like where we are. We are looking where we want to be and how do we take the steps to get there. So build the foundation. The foundation is doing a lot of research on the business sector industry that you want to go into. Also, when you do research, I always tell people this: don't always just follow the pattern, also follow the principles. The principles it takes to be a business owner. You can be a ruthless business owner, but you also want to lead with compassion. You want to lead with empathy. You want to have empathy for others. You want to have some type of moral code or some type of moral compass. Do not kill your moral compass when becoming a business owner. Do not become prideful. Do not become oppressive to the ones who needs your help and needs the money to take care of their family. Understand that you are in a position to help people. You are not placed in that position in life to oppress people and keep your thumb on them. You're supposed to help people. It's a book called The Good Prophet, and I believe it's by Robert Koch. I'm not really sure, but it's called The Good Prophet. And what it talks about is the way that you keep a business running and the way that you create loyal employees is by helping each employee to see their true potential. Now, that's basically allowing them to have more responsibilities. Now, you do have to understand as well that some people just want to come to work and go home. They don't want to be the manager. They don't want to be, they don't want to hear about the potential they could possibly have. They don't want anyone to dig up those gifts that they have. They don't want anyone to help them to go to the next level. They want to come home, get a paycheck, and they want to come to work, get paid, and go home. They just like the 9-to-5 grind. That's where they want to be in life. That's where they're comfortable at. That book is not for them. But as a leader, you have to understand that the ones who are hungry for the next level, not just hungry for power, but hungry for the next level, you have to, if you are in a position, you cannot be intimidated by those employees that have just say a rapid amount of growth in a short period of time. You want to keep those employees, and sometimes God will allow you to be placed in a position where you can help those employees if you feel like there's no room for them in that specific company that you're the head of. Help them to create their own company. Help them to move to the next level of their life instead of stagnate their growth. So build the foundation. That's mean dealing with your legalities, your finances, your financial structure, ways that you can get capital, which is, you can do crowdfunding. You can get capital from friends and family. I don't really like to go the friends and family route because once your business starts to grow or starts to scale, they will want to take the credit for something that they were a part of it, but you never want anyone from your family want to take the credit for something that God bless you with that gift. God bless you with that idea. So you always want to give the glory to God, first off, just for having that heart and that passion and that mind for wanting to do something. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. You're going to get a lot of doors closed in your face. You're going to get a lot of people telling you need to just go and get a job. You need to do this. You need to do that. But while you continue to move forward, continue to push past the doubt, push past the rejection, push past the betrayal. Some people you will help and they will act like you never helped them before. You will help them with marketing. You will help them with pieces of knowledge and understanding that no one ever helped you with on your journey. And then it will turn around. It may work for them, even though it didn't work for you in such a short time or a quick time. It may work for them immediately, and they will forget you. But you have to understand that whatever you do, it will come back. What you sow, you will reap. So it's a journey. It's not just some patty cake type game. There are a lot of people that cheat, and what I mean by cheat is they take the easy route. They knock this person out of the box. They do spiritual things to get where they are. But a lot of these people, they get to these certain places, but their character is not able to keep them in a certain place. So you're not able to stay in a certain. Your gift can take you places that your character can't keep you. I always heard that before. So you want to make sure the process is to build the character to be a leader. And when you take shortcuts, you just become a boss. So you become a gifted boss when you don't go through the process that builds your character of rejection, tough skin against rejection, tough skin against people talking about you, behind your back, betrayal for some of your closest business partners, family, friends. Once you go through the process, you build that tough skin and become a leader. But if you skip steps, you'll just be a gifted boss, and then you become a tyrant. Sometimes pride seeps in because you haven't went through the process to be able to resist pride, resist ego, but also still stand tall when you need to make sure things get done without being a pushover. There is a balance there. So build the foundation. Number 3 is marketing and branding your new business. And this is one thing I want to say about marketing and branding your new business. Marketing your business is basically advertising and putting it out there. Branding your business. Your brand is what people see, not what you see. See, you have a concept, but your brand is, every time someone thinks about McDonald's, they think about, man, they have the best fries ever. The brand is, once I say a customer says your business name, a picture or a visual automatically pops up in someone's mind. So that is your brand. And the first thing I want to talk about is with your brand. This is talk point number 3. With your brand, whatever you make your brand strong and make it clear, from the beginning. Don't start off saying we're selling the best ice cream in New York City, and then 2 months later you switch the whole business to a gelato business. Whatever your branding is, whatever it is, make sure that's what you want to do and make it strong and make it clear, and do never switch up on your brand. Keep the brand the same. Now you can add another department or you can add another flavor or another, but if you start off as an ice cream shop, continue to be an ice cream shop and then expand to another brand like gelato or, frozen yogurt. But whatever the brand, the marketing and the branding is for that company when you first make that company, do not switch that brand unless you might as well just, you can kind of keep the same target market or keep the same area where the economy is flourishing in that area or whatever. I do pricing strategies based on the economy of each area, each location that we place a business in, but make sure that your brand is clear from the beginning. If you want to add other products, but make sure that it's known that you are a ice cream parlor, if that's what you want to do, or you are a fitness studio. This is a fitness studio, but we also offer meal plans. You don't want to go from a fitness studio and then now you're just offering meal plans from a fitness studio, with a fitness studio, let's say concept. No, you don't want to turn that into a meal plan business. You want to keep it as a fitness studio and add the attachment or a food meal prep department to it, just to add another stream of revenue to your business with that clear marketing. So your business needs to have core values. Your core values is what is going to strengthen your brand. Some people will say, man, my brand is about ice cream. People say they have the best ice cream ever. But I'm going to tell you, some people's products won't get them loyal customers, but their core values will. So I also knew a southern cafe that was around for 100 years. Now I'm like, how is this cafe around for 100 years? They have the nastiest fish ever. Excuse me, but a lot of southern individuals would be devastated if they ever came in this place and tasted this fish. This is the worst catfish ever. So how is this place in business for over 100 years? You know why they were in business for 100 years? Because of their core values. Their core values were about family. It was about the customer. The core values were about loving people. They had their diner felt like home when you came home. It smelled like peach cobbler. It smelled like, so their concept of their business in its entirety, it screamed, you're welcome here. This is a family. So even though they had the nastiest catfish, it was like a Christmas or Thanksgiving when everyone brings their own dish. Some things were good and some things were bad. You like, man, Aunt Janet, man, or Aunt D or Aunt Cece, man, they made the nastiest macaroni and cheese ever. So but you were happy to be there in that environment because it was loving, it was comforting, and it felt like home, so that's why. So your core values, your dishes, your products, your services could be top tier, but if your core values are not set to a point that yells you're welcome here and we are here for you and we want what's best for you, your business will crumble. And your business mission, when you're creating a business mission, you always want to try to tailor your business mission to some local initiatives. If it's some relief effort initiatives, maybe you want to connect with a local 501c3 and say, well, our business, we make cakes. Every person that's in your facility that's a disabled child, if you give us their birthdays, we will make them a free cake and donate that to your charity or to your center or to your location, and they can use that as advertising purposes. And you can also gain good rapport with the people in the community. So in your business mission, you always want to have a mission to give back to the community. I don't care if it's a donating closet, setting up a donation bin somewhere in different parts of the city, and then washing, separating and donating those clothes to either hospitals or less fortunate parts of the city, homeless shelter. You always want to tie your business to some type of local relief effort or something, or some type of charity. So that's number 3. And also, create a website, use social media for your marketing, and, that helps you to attract attention. Social media is a big thing. You can, market your business across all platforms, whatever ones you choose. Sometimes, Instagram, it may not get that many hits. So you may do Instagram and TikTok, your business could blow up overnight. So just find whatever platform is good for you, which one people are drawn to, or which one you get more attention from, and things could change overnight for you. So once again, this is the House of Business Podcast 2.0. This is your host, Caleb Thompson. This is episode 32. The title of this episode is called Turning Ideas into Reality, How to Launch Your First Business. We went over 3 talk points. The first talk point was from idea to concept, validation of your business idea. Number 2 was to build the foundation of that business. Number 3 was marketing and branding your new business. We'll see you guys here Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Saturday. This is an episode that we recorded within the middle of the end of the week. We will have something this Saturday that we will go live, and it will be a surprise, but it will be a good episode for you guys to tune in, for you up and coming entrepreneurs, first time entrepreneurs, and also some seasoned vets that just want to go back. It's a lot of times in school that I learned something, then I turned around and I went back and relearned it, or I needed to be reminded of some things. So we also give knowledge and understanding for the seasoned vet as well, something that they haven't, they've forgotten or needed to understand about pride, ego, and things that got them to that state, how they can lose themselves. So we also give you humbling tips as well. So you guys tune back in here. It's been a pleasure. Peace.